welcome to the stream here. So today we'll be flying the 767 again. Call sign is Air Transport 3504 Heavy on the PilotEdge network. We're going to be flying out of Phoenix to Los Angeles here. The aircraft is being loaded at the moment. So we'll just hop on board. And we will set the aircraft up. Okay, we'll get the we'll set the battery on. External power to the on position. Our bus ties, utility bus can turn on. We're just going to do a check here. Battery, main battery discharge, and that's good. Alright, so nav off, nav off, nav off, nav. That checks. That's good. Arm the lights. These can turn on to auto. We'll do we'll use igniters 2 there. Okay, position light can turn on. We can turn these guys on there. Field elevation is 1120. We're going to put that in for Phoenix, just in case we need to turn back. Alright, that's all good there. Okay, let's go into our Alright, let's take a look at our flight package for today. Alright, the 7th of February 2021, Phoenix to Los Angeles is a B763F, reg is 313 Alpha Zulu. Alright, that's alright, so let's put some, active January 28th till February 25th. Alright, that's current. This is going to be Phoenix. We're going to copy this right there. Our Phoenix to Los Angeles. Our flight number is 3504. Flight plan today. Keys to Messy. We don't really need to put a route in because it's going to be automatically entered once we put the star in. So we're looking through there. Okay, so we do have an MEL item here. Item 11-7 APU bleed inoperative. Okay, so that's why we have the Huffer cart connected to the aircraft there. The APU is inoperative. So we're going to have a high pressure cart that's hooked up to the aircraft, and we'll be able to use that to turn the engine. Alright. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and activate that. I believe. Alright, the plane is loaded already. So we can go into perf, 0 fuel weight 302. Let's just make sure that that matches. Okay, 302. Let's go into our reserves. Reserves today is 4.7. 4.7. 1.7. Cruise altitude, flight level 320. Cost index for today is 25. 25. Looking at our taxi, okay, dispatch gave us 1,000 there. That's probably because of the, as soon as we start number 1, we're going to do a cross bleed start to start engine number 2. Yeah, they gave us 1,000 there for extra minutes. So that was cost index 125. Alright, so let's get, we'll quit this, let's bring up the 8 cars here. Log on, 35, we're going to clear that, ATN3504, send log on. Alright, so in the meantime, let's get, we'll test the lights, make sure everything is good. That's all good here. I'm just going to make sure that everything's being lit up here. Okay, that's good. Alright, so we have an ETC message here. We're going to take a look. Okay, cleared to Los Angeles, Keynes 2, Messi, Dennisval, climb vest, sit, except, well, we know that anyways. Flight level 320, 10 minutes after departure, frequency is 119.2, we're going to set that up. 119.2 right here. And next page, accept, so 4573. 4, 5, 7, 3. There we go. All right, we can go back to log on. We can disconnect, and we're good. We can clear that out. We can do the wheel well test here. That's confirmed there. We'll do a fire test. All right. Let's do a recall check here. We've got a bunch of advisories and cautions there. That's normal for the state of the aircraft at the moment, and everything checks out there. Line 2 test, that's good. All right. We'll just make that's working. All right. Alright, so that's all good. Alright, we can start, let's get the nav or sim tool here. We'll get, alright, so our flight plan for today is Keynes 2, Messi. Let's put that in. So it's going to be 7 left at departure. Keynes 2, Messi. We're going to index. We're going to go to the arrival. We're going to put the, it's going to be, so that's going to be runway 25 left. From accept that. We're just gonna make sure that everything is good here. So we're gonna look at our navigraph, and we're gonna take a look at the Keynes 2 departure. So off of runway 7 left is gonna be to FUTEP, ASCARD, massive 7,000 and above, speed 220 knots max, and then from there on to Messi. Alright, so we're just gonna copy that right there, and we're gonna worry about the arrival once we get into the cruise mode there. Alright, so that's all set up there. Let's go back to route. Let's do route 2 just in case we need to come back. It'll be Phoenix to Phoenix. I'm going to put HC3504. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to index, arrival, we can do so what we're going to do, sorry, we're going to go back to index, and arrival is going to be, we're going to use the longest runway there, so we'll use 7 left, and that should be good there. So we'll go to legs, and that works perfect. So everything's set up there basically when we have an issue there. It's already planned out, it's already set up. Alright, we'll go back to route 1 here, and we can actually turn on the status page here. Our south ground is on 132.55, we can put that in. 132.55. Let's go 127.575.
Phoenix 100 at 6. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 25,000. Temperature 17. Dew point -3. Altimeter 29905.
Towers
Arriving runway 7 right. 8. Departing runway 7 left. 8. Visual approaches in use. ILS runway 7 right and ILS runway 8 approach in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. VFR departures, contact clearance, delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignment, hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information Delta.
Our Delta is active.
Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. 8 is information Delta. 1751 Zulu. Wind 100 at 6. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 25,000. Temperature 17. Dew point -3. Altimeter 29905. Arriving runway 7 right. 8. Departing runway 7 left. 8.
Alright, we can go ahead and clear that. 29905, 29905 set. Alright, let's look at this already. And that's aligned already. Alright, let's go ahead. The flight officer's performed his walk around already, so we'll get that. Alright, on normal. Our left and right, pressurized or primary can turn on here, left and right. Alright, the center 1 and 2 can stay off. Same thing with the demands. Go ahead. That's all good. Trim air can come on. Cargo heat can come on. Negative on the APU. As the APU is in up, we're going to leave that off. Gen control can turn on. We can always cycle to make sure, yeah. So we do have the so we're going to go ahead, cabin altitude is set as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the so it's going to be a heading of 078. Heading bank angle to 25, 078 here. Top altitude is 8,000. Put that in. 8,000 set. Flight directors can come on. And initial RAF. Let's do our let's plug in our performance. Takeoff weight for today is the Phoenix, 7 left. That's our takeoff weight today, dry. Winds are 110 at 6. 110 at 6. Temperature 17. 29905. We're going to put that in. 29905 is already set. Let's do flaps 15. We can do a PAX off takeoff. Alright, so we're going to have to paste that again. Alright, calculate. Alright, so what do we have? Okay, so we have, so let's put in our winds here. 110 at 6, 110 at 6. Temperature 17, acceleration height is 1,000, that's perfect. Will be a flaps 5 takeoff. Thrust is 64. 4.3 for the trim. Let's add the, okay, so V1 146. Rotate is 150. And V2 is 154. That's perfect right there. Alright, so we have 154 set. And oxygen, we'll just say we tested it. Oxygen pressure 1664, that's fine. So hydraulics is a bit low there. We're going to get the maintenance on that. There we go, maintenance there, perfect. Okay, we can actually, okay, Jeep fuel truck. Alright, shocks can come off. So we can close up the doors here. Alright, stairs can come off. Thrust reference is set 95.9 as 64. Alright, let's go ahead and do our pre-flight checklist here. Alright, circuit breakers checked. Oxygen tested 100%. IRS. Nav. Hydraulic panel set. Air conditioning is set. Windows heat on. Flight instruments. Heading 350. Altitude is 1,100. Set. Throttles closed. Fuel control switch cut off. Gear pin removed. Parking brake is set. Pre-flight checklist complete. I'll go ahead and arm the auto throttle. Okay. Cancel the ICAS here. Auto brakes can go to RTO. Let's look at the negative graph here. Alright, so MSA would be 62 towards the east, and south to southeast is 48, and 58 to where we are heading. Let's do our emergency briefing here. Alright, ready for the brief. Okay, in case of serious malfunction before V1, I'll call stop. If I call stop, my items are thrust levers idle, reversers to max, braking at max auto. When we come to a complete stop, I'll apply the parking brake and announce attention crew 2 times, then I'll call for ICAS action. I'll monitor and call reverse as normal at decel below 70 knots before the aircraft comes to a full stop. I'll inform ATC Air Transport 3504 stopping. After a park brake is set, I will perform the ICAS actions. In case of a go or any malfunction after V1, nothing will be done below 400 feet except silence the oral warnings and gear up at positive climb. At 400 feet, the aircraft will be under my control. The engine altitude is 2200. Acceleration altitude is 1000. Above the airport, we'll clear out the ICAS, and we'll level the aircraft, clean up on schedule. Once the aircraft is clean, we will climb to 62 MSA feet. Any questions? All right, takeoff briefing is completed. All right, we'll get the Alright, okay, so let's get everything set up here. Okay, so what we can do is auto. Centers can come on now. Left command to auto. We'll wait till the yeah, that's extinguished now. We'll get the center to auto. We can set the fuel pumps to on. There, that's good. Beacon is on. And we can set the trim there, 4.3. 4.3 is set. Trim set is set. And let's get our before start checklist here. Alright, fuel. 24.9 tons. 24.9 tons, windows locked, seatbelt sign auto, door light is out. Our MCP, we have 154 for V2, heading is 078, altitude is 8,000 for our top altitude for the SID. LNAV is selected. Takeoff thrust is 64 degrees, which brings us to 95.9. It's a D-rate takeoff. We'll be doing a climb to as well, D-rate. Takeoff speed is 146, VR is 150, V2 is 154. CDU preflight is complete. Trim 4.3. Rudder is 0.0 units. Taxi and takeoff briefing complete, and beacon light is on. Taxi checklist, or before start checklist is complete. Go ahead and turn on the transponder there. Or you know what, yeah, transponder can turn on now. And we can actually get the, that should be good. All right. All right, so he's got the, all right, the hover cart is on. As you can see, the duct pressure is way up there. So we're gonna start the #1 engine. So we're gonna notify ground here, ground crew here. Ground, is it okay to start engine #1? All right, he's got the thumbs up, it's clear. And in real life, we'd actually call the ground control as well to get a request to start the engine here on the ground. But during PilotEdge, it's not. They don't simulate that, so we're gonna disregard that. All right, so we have obviously the APU is not working, and all right, so that's good there. #1. All right, we're gonna start engine #1. And at 18%, we'll get the fuel control to run. There we go, we have EGT rising there. We're going to keep an eye on that to make sure that it doesn't overheat. EGT stabilizing. Alright, we have a good start on engine #1. So gen drive is on. We can go ahead and turn off the external power there. And alright guys, you can disconnect the hover cart and the ground power unit. And we can actually get the push truck here.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
So that's all good.
Ground to cockpit, tow is
Very
driving
simple
up.
to do, for sure. So we're gonna go back to, okay, so once he starts, once he gets us to push back there, we'll do an engine cross start there. So APU bleed is obviously off, we're not using it. And packs are off. The left engine, alright, we'll turn that on. We'll turn the left engine bleed. As you can see, the duct pressure there. So let's do parking brake off. So I guess this guy's not working there. I'm not sure what's going on. I guess he's taking his time. Oh, there's the pushback truck.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
So that's what it is. Alright, so unfortunately I'll have to disconnect here, but we will continue this flight later on. Sorry about that, folks.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback.
Okay, we'll disconnect here.